What's up, everyone? Bringing you a quick product review on something that I've purchased here recently. And it's not really gun related, but I use it for my AR-15, and they're these little oil bottles that I found. But they're actually kind of like, I don't know, craft bottles. I found them on Amazon. They are $5.99. They come in an 18 pack, and then they come in a big old pack like this, right? You got 18 bottles, little small bottles, and you have different colored caps. They're the same size needles, and they come with these little rubber stoppers. And what did I do with it? There's a couple of funnels. Hold on here. Here it is. Come with these little funnels. There's two of them. You got one right here, one right here. The one I've been filling these little bottles with. And the funnel fits in pretty easily right there. You just pour in your favorite fluid, preferably gun oil, and you can fill it up. This is a pretty low viscosity oil. CLPs go in there pretty easily. Something I wouldn't put in there is grease. I don't think grease is going to work too well, even though I think you could push grease out of this little tip. As you can see, it isn't like a real needle point, but it is fine enough to do some detail work on your bolt carrier and stuff. So, anyways, the reason why I'm kind of pointing these particular bottles out is because they work perfectly for Magpul grips. And I know Magpul already makes the Magpul Myad, which has it has this bottom, and it has a little oil bottle like this. But if you don't like the Myad grip, I guess you could buy, they have like the bottoms with the oil, and I think you can buy those separately for $8-9 a piece, or you could buy an 18 pack of these for $5.99 plus free shipping, and they fit in here pretty good, if I do say so myself. Look how well that fits in there. There's no rattle. It fits in securely. Even if I shake it, it's not coming out. It's solid up in there, but it's not tight, right? You can still see it's still loose in there. It doesn't jiggle, so you won't have to put a plastic bag or anything in there. I will say something of note, right? So when you put it in, you'll notice that the needles are just a little bit longer than this one right here. And that's because when I inserted this particular bottle into the grip, it had to shorten up that needle because it hit the top of the lower receiver. Not a big deal. It doesn't leak or anything. These little rubber stoppers, they do a really good job at keeping the oil in there. And these are very handy in case you want to take just a little bottle of lubricant or CLP or cleaner, whatever liquid you want to, stick it up into your AR-15 grip, take it with you to the range, because a lot of times, unless it's a closed bottle system like this, and I don't really feel like carrying a giant bottle of CLP, and bottles like this, you can tell, it leaks a little bit. And that's like the downside of this. Once you break the seal of this, unfortunately, these are not watertight. Now, technically, these aren't watertight, but I haven't had any sort of leaks or anything. And it's small enough that it does fit into the grip of your AR-15 grip. And I was looking on Amazon, and a lot of times, you'll have stuff like this. And this has a pretty big nozzle on it. You can't just fit this into, well, you can fit into a range bag, but unfortunately, even with this little needle that I put into the top, it's still going to leak out. And I've searched high and low on Amazon, and it took me actually a little bit of time to find these. So I'll post at least a picture and a description in this video of these particular bottles, because you'll see the little short and fat stubby ones, and you'll see the bigger ones. Hops makes a needle bottle, but that's I want to say $5.99 by itself, just for one bottle, no lubricant or anything. So I think for $5.99 you get 18 of these. If you have multiple AR-15s like I do, or if you just even have one, this still beats the price of some of those others. Yes, the other ones are just a little bit bigger, but I don't want bigger. I want one that fits into my grip. That way I can just stick it in there, forget it, and when I'm at the range, like I have lubricant. I think it's very handy. And I almost say it's a must-have item if you own any Magpul grip. I have tried putting this in other grips. I have a Strike Industries 15 degree. I forget what it's called. It fits in that grip pretty well. It does not fit into like your standard A2 grip, which is open anyway. But the shoulders of this bottle are just a little too wide. And the Fab Defense, it does not fit in the Fab Defense grip. So I do think there might be some bottles, or I'm sorry, some grips that it doesn't fit into. But for the most part, most Magpul grips, or at least all the Magpul grips that I own, K2, MOE, K2 Plus, they all fit. So it fits all Magpul grips that I've seen so far. But this needle point is fine enough to fit into these little holes. So I'd say it's very handy. Very, very handy. I like it. And it really doesn't have the size on there, so I was a little afraid that this wasn't going to fit in there. It does have the dimensions, but still, it was literally right at the cusp of fitting in there dimensionally. But $5.99, not going to break the bank. And if you have a ton of them left over, you might be able to talk your girlfriend, your wife, or something like that. She can use these for craft bottles. Use them for like paints. I think that's what they're actually designed for, or sold and marketed as, is for crafting and paints and that sort of thing. So I mean, 18 bottles is a lot. You might not need all of them. I'll probably put different oils and stuff into these. It's kind of handy. Like I said, I've been using this one for a while, and this one works for here. I will say, I mean, I have animals, and if it falls over, it's going to spill out, and that's kind of the downside of this. So I kind of have to put it up. This one's not quite as bad. If this one falls over, it just leaks. There'll be just a little couple of drops on it. And then this bottle here, it seals up pretty well. This is more like a water liquid. It's pretty watery, not as viscous as oil is. But yeah, I think it's cool, and like I said, I'll show pictures. I can't put a link for whatever reason yet, but yeah, I really like it. But anyway, if you like little videos like this, I'm really trying to, I don't know, get a feel of what my YouTube channel is, and I'm getting better at putting videos together. I finally got rid of that terrible white noise that I had in my first few videos, so I really apologize about that. I'm getting better at speaking and trying just to figure out this whole YouTube thing and what you guys want, what you guys don't want. I'm really kind of doing this for myself because I myself watch gun YouTube videos for reviews, and I have particularly found it not too entirely easy to find certain products and stuff. And I was like, I thought to myself, I really wish there were more reviews on some of the products that I was kind of interested in. So I was like, you know what? I can make my own videos. I can make my own reviews. And that's kind of how I got started. But I'm going to make gun-related content. It's not just going to be reviews on things, but I think that's going to be my main focus and stuff. But I'm just like I said, I'm just gaining stride and figuring things out. So just be patient. I appreciate any support. You can like, you can subscribe. If you don't want to do that, you know, that's your prerogative too. But and any support is appreciated. And you know, I'm only a very small channel. I don't make any money at this. I don't really plan to make money because my personal opinion, right? As YouTubers gain stride and get more popular, and then you get manufacturers sending them free stuff, I really feel like that there's a bias. I worked hard for all the parts and things that I've bought, and I really make an educated purchase before I do anything. But you know, if I got this pretty much all these parts for free. It's like, I really don't care if it's all that good or not, you know, for the price, because it was free to me. But when I'm spending my hard-earned money on things, like I'm very conscious of how my money is being put. And I'm I'm gonna be honest with you. If when I first started building AR-15s, like I picked out a lot of parts that just weren't very good or didn't work for me, and I'm actually I want to start making videos on bad products. That way, it saves you guys the headache and money to not make the same mistakes that I did. You know, I've got right here, this is a bunch of grips that I don't think I'll ever use, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of them. You know, it's nice to have these extra parts and stuff. And you know, I've got toolboxes full of extra AR-15 parts that I don't think I'll ever use, other than just to put pieces on there to make it a kind of a complete rifle until I get the part in that I really want. 'Cause sometimes you'll wait months for AR-15 parts. That's just how the gun world works. But anyway, kind of going off on a little tangent here. That my definitely recommend these for anyone that has Magpul grips, which most people do have Magpul grips. Some people really like B5 or BCM grips and stuff like that. I wish I had a BCM grip because I believe that's the second most popular grip, probably for the AR-15 platform, but I do not. But so far, these have fit all my Magpul grips. Very handy, very cool. I like it a lot, and I highly recommend it. So thanks for watching, and join me next time.